Tim Murtagh, thanks ever so much for joining us. I guess, strange to say, a disappointing result in the end. We come out of a draw.
Yeah, frustrating because we put a lot of hard work into today, especially got ourselves in a position where we got them 7 down, and if we'd have managed to get sort of one more, we would have had a real sniff and then get out there and chase the runs down. That was the plan. Didn't quite work like that, but immensely proud of the boys, especially the bowlers today. Well set up by the batsmen yesterday. But the bowling of Helmy throughout the whole game was magnificent. Toby, Umesh, everyone's given their all, and got through a lot of overs this week in pretty unpleasant conditions.
Yeah, yourself included. I mean, a quick word on Helmy. He's been the standout bowler, 9 wickets in the game. He looked back to his very best. He bowled well at Merchant Taylor's. He looked absolutely world class in this game.
He did, yeah. He was on fire for a period there today, and also in the first innings as well. So a real shame he couldn't quite get one more to get 10 in the game, but he's bowled us into a position that gave us a chance today with a sniff of pulling off an unlikely victory. I think most people turning up today would have sort of said the draw was the most probable result, and it's ended up like that. But he was in beautiful rhythm kind of all throughout the game, and looked a real threat. And to get Pujara out, especially the way he did, shows what a class bowler he is.
Certainly. I mean, one thing that's impressed me the most, Tim, is I turned up this morning, spoke to the dressing room, a few of you beforehand, and there wasn't a single person in there that didn't think we could win this. And there's a genuine belief and confidence in the camp in our bowling unit. We genuinely hope we can knock them over. When we had them at 7 down, probably the last time we actually wanted them to find a partnership, they found one.
Yeah, I mean, that, as I said, that was set up by a bit of a momentum switch, last night with Toby and Simo and then Helmy, whacking the ball to all parts. That kind of got us up near to 520, which they got, which, looked improbable at one stage. So we took that momentum from yesterday evening into the field today, and as I said, couldn't have been prouder of the efforts of all the boys. And we came within a fraction of knocking over that sort of 9th, 7th, 8th, 9th wicket, which then would have made a really exciting kind of run chase for that last session.
Yeah, it really would have done. Your old mate Finney was there to thwart us at the end, dug deep. He has the moniker of the Watford Wall, not without good reason. Good to see him back here, I guess. And shame it was he that held things up.
Yeah, it was. He sort of did what he can do. We know he can bat for a period of time and see bowlers off if he needs to. But also the partnership with Ari Kavelas, he played pretty well as the number 9. That was frustrating for us, and he looked pretty good, and the ball went pretty soft, which made it tricky for our spinners and our seamers. There wasn't quite the same zip with a soft ball.
Yeah.
So as I say, couldn't be prouder of the efforts today.
Tim, you won't mind me saying this, you're not one of the younger members of our squad. Day 1, 40-degree heat. Day 2, 30-plus degree heat. It must have taken a huge amount of toll on the bowlers. I've been really impressed with the way you've all stuck at it. Gruelling schedule. You've got, I think, tomorrow travelling up to Durham, training Sunday. How do you recover from 4 days like that?
We're kind of used to it now, I guess. You've got to look after yourself as best you can. We've done a lot of ice baths this week, probably more than we've done the rest of the season. So the boys are fit lads, and this is why we do the training that we do in the winter. Gets us kind of ready for these tough periods of the season. So as you say, it's a quick turnaround. We're on the train up to Durham tomorrow. But look forward to a tough game up there, and there's still a lot to play for here. We're still in a very good position in the league, and a win up there would be more than welcome.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks likely the way results are shaping up elsewhere that Notts, Derbyshire and probably Glamorgan are all going to draw as well, so there's no foul here. 523 conceded in the first innings. Funny to be looking at this, as I said to start with a disappointed look on your face, but you've got to take all the positives out of that. We were the only side that were winning that game today. Shame we couldn't quite get over the line, but we can take a lot of that to us with us to Durham.
Yeah, it's funny what can happen in the third innings of games sometimes. They're not quite sure this morning how to approach the batting. Obviously, You know, they've spent 4 sessions in the field as well, and there's some fatigue there. So it can often happen, as I say, the third innings, you don't know whether to stick or twist, whether to sort of play a natural game and play your shots, and that can lead to a bit of indecision. And you know, the pressure that we put them under was immense at times today. So yeah, that was a great effort today.
Mate, last one, I know you pretty well. I'm guessing, I asked about your recovery, I'm guessing a cold one in the tavern will probably feature as part of that recovery, so I'll let you go and have that. Thanks ever so much for joining us. Shame about today. All the very best luck, Ben Darren.
Thanks.